Okay. Let me just see about. There we go. Just organizing this a little bit better. If I can bring this back a little bit. All right. All right. So let me get on to my. Let me get on here so I'm live. Just a second. Just a second. Okay, good. Here I am. Let me turn my sound down. All right. So we will wait for people to come in. And you know what? Let me just turn this around. This is my 100 Days of Collage. So, this is my 100 Days of Collage. So let me just put it like this so you guys can be looking at something, not just at that red book. But we're going to do the outside of my 100 Days of Collage journal. I have another journal too that I started out with. It was a smaller one. And they're both books. They're altered books. So I started out with a small one. And then I had to go on to this one. So I'll be doing the cover of that one also. But today we're going to work on the big one. And doing that 100 Days of Collage was awesome. Okay, I'm still waiting for people to come on. So if you're watching this, watching the playback, you might just want to fast forward real quick until I get to the part of me starting to work on this. I'm just waiting for some people to come on, which is really strange. I'm just going to, my fingers here to make sure that everything is working good. Yeah. Okay, kind of strange. It says 4 or 5 watching now, but I don't have anybody on just to chat with yet. So we'll just keep waiting for a little longer. Hey, Adrian, how are you doing? I'm just waiting for people to come on. What are you working on, Adrian? Are you crafting or arting along? I'm just gathering supplies here while I wait for people to come on. I can't believe there's just one of us so far. That's kind of crazy. Okay, Adrian, just a second. I'm here. I'm just gathering some supplies for what I'm doing. And we'll wait for a couple more people. My stuff here. Yeah. All right, we got some more people on. Or nope. Just watching. You're not crafting along or arting along. Well, that's fine. So I'm just gathering supplies. What I'm doing is I'm gathering jelly prints, because that's what we're going to start out with, like always. All right. Hey, Northern Snowbird, how you doing? We're just waiting for more people to come on, so I'm just gathering up some jelly prints to use on my on the front of my art journal here. This is the 100 Days of Collage. Oh good, much people are coming on. This is the 100 Days of Collage, and I need to do the cover, so I'm gonna do it with collage and also Finnabair style. And when more people come on, I'll explain what I'm talking about. Alrighty. I think I gathered enough jelly prints together to do this. All right, who's all come on? Okay. So Northern Snowbird, what are you working along? Are you arting or crafting along? Oh. So I'm just waiting for a few more minutes, you guys, to get some more people to come on. Maybe there won't be a whole lot of people today. I don't know. All right. All right, so again, I'm just gathering up some jelly prints here. Just kind of gathering up my stuff to see what I got going on. Okay. And this is a bunch of the copies. All right, very good. You're not doing anything crafty right now, Northern Snowbird? Okay. I'm just wondering if you're arting or crafting along. Alrighty. I'm kind of surprised. Oh, okay, there's another person. Andy, how are you doing? Did I say your name right? Andy? O-N-D-Y? Well, welcome. We're going to be getting started here in a minute. I'm just waiting for some more people to come on. This was my 100 Days of Collage art journal, which I made out of an altered book, and we're going to decorate the cover. Hey, Gwen, how are you doing? You can't wait to see the Finnabair? Cool. Hey, Mari, how are you doing? All right. Just a second. I'm just looking through my thing of scraps here for one more thing. This is weird. You guys, I'm famous for organizing myself right into a mess. I organize and organize, and the next thing I can't find a damn thing. Well, that makes me mad. If you're watching the replay, just fast forward, because I'm just gathering supplies and just waiting for a few minutes for more people to come on. So, Andy. Okay, very good. I just wanted to make sure I said that right. All right. You guys, what I'm looking for, here they are. See, I told you, I'm going to show you what I was looking for. All right. This is what I was looking for. This. It's a big bag of all my basic papers I like to start out with when I do collage sometimes. Like book pages and music notes and all that. That's what I was looking for. And of course, I organized it and forgot where the hell I put it. Okay. We got enough people on now, so I'll explain what we're doing. Anybody else on? Okay. So this was my 100 Days of Collage. And I'm done with it. I do have another altered book. So what altered book is you take a regular book some book that you feel connected with. And what I like to do is I like to keep 10 pages, rip out 5, keep 10 pages, rip out 5, so that it makes room, because this thing gets real bulky. See? So look how bulky that is. So I'm done with the 100 days of collage. Like I said, I have 2 of these. I had to go to this one for my second one, my second altered book journal. But today we're going to decorate the outside of this one. And then, I'll probably decorate the other one on a video. So let me open this up and try to get it to lay as flat as I can. Just a second. It's real fat, so let's see, maybe I can. All right. Maybe this is how I had it before. All right. That's probably as flat as I'm going to get. So this is the front, right? Yeah, so make sure, because this is what I'll be doing it. So what we're going to do is I'm going to collage all this, just like I do our normal collages, okay? Except for on this one, I am going to add paint on it to make it look like an old wall, like a graffitied old wall. And then we're going to do Finnabair on it, which means taking like all these ceramic pieces. I'm not going to do the whole thing, but just to kind of show you. So this is what I'm talking about when I talk about the Finnabair style art. There's a girl, her channel, or at least her channel is Finnabair, and she does stuff like this. So we'll be building this, and then we'll be painting this on top. So it's going to be fabulous. Is it all going to get done today? Probably not. So we'll just do as much as we can do for today. Also, there'll be some drying time that I'll have to take this outside and let it dry. So, I'll have to do that too. So, and when that happens, I'm going to, do maybe 1 or 2 soul collage cards. So, all right. Let me just read chat real quick. I know the Finnabair molds are fabulous. They're just so fabulous. Finnabair molds, or, cause she works with, what's the name of that company? Let me get started. Oh, darn it. I can't think of the name of the company. A good way to get some molds, though, and get them for a pretty good price, because they're expensive. They're like $20 a piece. Go to eBay. eBay might have them for a decent price. But they're still pretty high up there, too. So, but the one nice thing about molds is that once you buy them, you have them forever. You know, it's just like buying stamps or stencils. So I kind of don't mind spending, when I have to spend a little extra money. I love when I can get them on sale or on clearance, of course. But if I have to pay normal prices, at least for things like molds, stamps, and stuff like that, they're your tools, you know, so you're going to have them forever. So they're the kind of things that are definitely worth spending a little bit of money on, because you're going to be able to use them over and over. I don't know why I'm doing it like this. Usually I do it on the paper, but it's okay. I'll just do it for the first thing. When do you guys ever see me do it like this? Never. I just did this for some reason. Let me get my magazine out. There we go. All right, here's my glue surface. Alrighty. So is anybody else crafting or arting along that just came on? So I'm just putting down some book pages. I don't always do this when I do my collages, but I like to do it when I'm going to make it look like an old brick, like an old wall with a lot of graffiti on it. I like to do this because, what am I doing? I just, for some reason, want to put this right on the book. When I'm doing the old graffiti wall look, I like to start out with a base of book pages or music notes, encyclopedia, all that. All right, I got to get in the flow of things. I'm starting to feel out of the flow for some reason. Well, I think I know why I feel out of the flow a little bit, because there's this guy on YouTube. His name is Andy something. And I just started watching him. I've always wanted to learn how to do pottery. But I always wanted to learn how to do it like how the natives did it. And because they didn't use a wheel, they didn't use a kiln. They used open fire pit firing. And they used coil method or the paddle, and they use the pinch method or they use the paddle method. And this guy teaches the pinch method. And anyway, so I've been watching that and gathering materials up because I am going to start making some pottery the old ancient way. And that's what that's the techniques they're calling it. Making pottery like the old ancient native pottery. So I'm excited. I just went and bought some clay yesterday. So, and believe it or not, I bought my clay at Hobby Lobby because he tested the clay at Hobby Lobby, and it's good. It needs more temper in it, which means like it needs like to put sand in it. So I will have to do that, because when you do open fire pit firing, not in a kiln, you need a lot more temper in it. So I'll have to put sand in the clay as I use it. So, but that's going to be fun. So I've been watching a lot of those videos. So I'm probably in that mindset right now. Hey, Classy Cam, how are you doing? Good to see you. So what are you doing, Classy Cam? Are you knitting along? Crafting along? Parting along? Let me get this piece on here. So what I'm doing, for those who have just popped in, this is my 100 Days of Collage journal. And it was an altered book. I just altered a book to make this into a journal, an art journal. And I'm gonna do a collage like I always do to make it look like an old wall on the front of here. And then after I do that, I'm gonna do some Finnabair art on top of that. So I'm mixing up a couple of things, which is exciting. Exciting to me. And I will read chat in just a second. Let me protect my work underneath here with some wax paper. There we go. And I will read chat here in just a second. So I'm going to first start out making a bowl, and the next thing I'm going to make is a mug, because he has two really simple lessons on YouTube. He has a whole bunch of videos, but he has a really simple video on how to make a bowl for a beginner project, and using the coil method, and then to make a mug. And I love mugs, so I'm so excited about doing it. Well, I'm not going to finish it. Okay, there's a few pages left in this book. But the book is fat enough, and so this book is done. I'm not going to do any more collaging in this book. I'll start a new a new book and make it into a art journal, because it's already too fat. There's a few pages left at the end. I'll probably pull those out and I'll use those for jelly printing. But I'm done with this art journal. It was a lot just to get. It was a lot to shove in. There's not actually 100 here. There's probably maybe 60 or something, and 40 in the other art journal that I made. All right, let me go ahead and read chat for a second. Hey, Lisa, how are you doing? Yeah, Adrian, for sure. Investing in things that last for a long time is, you know, at least it's worth your money that way. You never seen this combo before? It's going to be fun. I'm not sure if I'll get to the Finnabair part today or not. I hope I do. But you guys saw me do, if you watch my video, one of my first videos on this channel, I did some Finnabair art. I'll show you guys really quick so you kind of get an idea of what I'm talking about if you don't know what Finnabair type style art is. Let me just get that glued down there. Okay. Let me grab it really quickly. I did this as a project. I did 2 of them. This was a one of those cookie tins from Dollar Tree. And see? That's Finnabair on top of there, doing all this type of work. Isn't that fabulous? I love doing it. I don't do it enough. I need to do more of it because I love it. I have so much stuff that I can do or alter with that Finnabair style art. I need to do it. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, Lisa, that your internet's going in and out. That's frustrating. So anybody else arting along with me? Are you guys working on stuff or just watching? Anybody else arting along? I need to go to the edge with some of this stuff because I need to. This red right here is just, oh. It's the only thing I didn't like about this book. I love the insides, but I hated the cover, this red cover. Red is not my thing. I don't know. I don't hate red completely, but I'm not a big red lover. I'm not a big lover of red. We'll let some stuff hang off the edges there and then trim that up at the end. And then let me get all this base on first. Just the what's her name? She calls this underpants. Anybody know who I'm talking about? Something Jenkins. What is her name? I love her. Lori Marie Jenkins. She's another mixed media artist on YouTube. Does a lot of videos. She's really good. I love her. Learned a lot from her. And she calls this putting on the underpants. It really adds some oomph to, it adds layers, some nice layers to your work. All right, finally I'm in the flow. of things. But I am so excited to learn how to make this hand-built pottery, and making it, they call it making it the ancient way, like making it like the natives made it. So I've always wanted to do it, and I've always thought, you know, there has to be a way to do this where I don't have to spend $10,000 on a kiln. I don't have to spend $5,000 or $10,000 on a pottery wheel. And there's a total system of the way they used to do it. So I'm learning the ancient way, ancient techniques of how they did it. To get into it is very minimal. He showed the supplies. You can get everything out of your kitchen, basically. Buy a block of clay for 20 bucks at Hobby Lobby. Buy some clay sand so that you can put some sand in it, in the clay. And then use his techniques, and he shows you how to do it. I'm excited. I might be starting today, like after this video. I might be starting. But it's something I've always wanted to learn how to do. And I've wanted to learn how to do it like how the natives did it. And, but I never could find videos on it. So, and he even shows you and talks to you about being able to eat out of, and shows you how to seal the pottery so that if it's a bowl or a plate, you can eat off of it. Because they like to always say that you can't, if you don't fire it in a kiln, that you can't eat off of it. Well, you can. The natives did it for hundreds of thousands of years, and we can do the same thing. So it's pretty cool. Hey Pamela, how you doing? Good to see you. So Pamela, what I'm doing is, this is my 100 Days of Collage art journal, and I'm covering the front pages, or the pages. I'm decorating the front cover. And I'm doing it with Collage, and then I'm doing it with some Finnabair on this side. But right now I'm just putting on some base layers, some underpants. Putting on some underpants. Just put that in there like that. Okay, Northern Snowboard said Nevada and Texas are as hot as a kiln in the summer. I know, it sure is. You know what's weird here though? It's not super hot. Today was only, the high is going to be 80. And usually by the middle of May, into May, we're well over 100. We're at like 104, 105. This is so far a cooler summer than normal. It's hotter in some places than in other places than it is here. That's normally cooler. It's crazy. This weather, our environment is crazy. Remember last year it snowed in Texas? In fact, it was freezing. That's crazy. Crazy. Love you, Pamela. You're such a sweetie. Oh, I'm sorry you're under the weather. I feel so accomplished today. Me and my husband got out early, like about 7:30, and worked on our backyard, which, oh my goodness, our pool was disgusting because we've had so many dust storms that the pool just had so much dirt at the bottom. It was ridiculous. So my husband had to clean the pool. We needed to trim a couple of trees in the backyard, which we did. We trimmed them yesterday, and today we just together hopped on and gathered up all of the branches. You know what's exciting about that though is all the branches we stacked on the side of the yard against the brick wall. of bricks fencing, because I can now use, this is what's exciting, instead of throwing all the branches for the garbage man to come pick them up, I'm letting them dry on the side of my house, and I'll be using them as kindling when I fire my pottery, my open pit fire, my open pit firing for my pottery. So I didn't have to throw away the tree branches. I can use them. And because I live in Las Vegas and it's so hot and dry here, those branches will, they'll dry up really quick. And what's kind of exciting is I have a fire pit in my backyard. So when I saw how you build a fire pit, you can build a fire pit on in your backyard on the pavement with bricks. Believe it or not, he shows you lots of ways to build a kiln, an open fire kiln. But anyway, I have a fire pit in my backyard, and so I'm just going to do mine in my fire pit. I'm so excited. Do you guys want me to do it? Do you guys want me to do a video on it? Of me making the pottery, of firing it, the pottery. Do you guys want me to video that? Okay. All right, so I almost got all the underpants on here. Let me just see. Let me get some Asian newspaper print on here. Alrighty. All right, we're getting this covered up with papers. Oh, good. There's some encyclopedia paper. Okay, Northern Snowbird, you want me to please do a pottery video? Okay, I will. Now, I'm just learning right now. So, as I learn things, I'll do videos and just show you. As I'm learning. I'm so excited, you guys. There's two things I've always loved doing. Like, when I was little, collage was my thing. Like, I collaged all the time. I always was sitting down in my living room, ripping out magazines and making big old huge collages because I just loved it. In school, when they finally said, let's collage, I was like, finally, something worth doing in this class. I didn't say that, but that's what I was thinking in my little head. And the other thing I loved doing when I was little is, I was watching a soap opera, and I'm trying to think of which one it was. I think it was Days of Our, was it Days? I think it was Days of Our Lives. Doesn't really matter. And there was this lady, she did pottery. And I always thought, oh, how cool. That was her job. And she sold all of her stuff in galleries. And so I'm like, I want to be a potter. So I went to my backyard. We had this big long table, and I dug up mud and made clay. What I thought was clay. It was just mud. And I'd make all these mud pots and all this. So I've always wanted to do that, to make pottery. And so now you can make it and do it the way the natives did it and not spend hardly anything. In fact, if you were to go into the desert, he shows you how to do it. You can go get your clay from the desert. You can fire in an outdoor fire pit, which he shows you how to make. Dirt cheap or basically for free. It's just so cool. You guys, you know what I'll do today is I'll put a link to this guy below here. I wonder if I can look him up. Oh, here it is. His name is, because I have him below on my thing. It's Andy Ward's Ancient Pottery. Andy Ward's Ancient Pottery. You guys can check him out. If you ever want to do pottery, and especially do it the ancient way, and do it for pennies on the dollar, and it's gorgeous, and you're doing something that's done the way it was done a long time ago by the natives. Yeah, I'm so in. They even have, he lives in Arizona, and of course I used to live in Arizona, but I don't now, of course, when I discover something like this. So he puts on classes. He has a 3-day class coming up in a few months. I would love to go. I'm still, you know, the coronavirus thing, and now numbers are going up and things like that. So I kind of have a fear to gather still like that, so I'm not going to do it. But hopefully by next year, this whole virus thing is really calmed down even more, because I would really love to go there. It's a 3-day class, and you go in the desert. He takes you in the desert and leaves you for dead. No, I'm just kidding. He takes you to the desert and shows you how to collect clay. He teaches you how to collect red oxide and black minerals from rocks and make paint out of it. It's right up my alley. And it wasn't too expensive. I mean, it wasn't cheap, but it was like $350 for 3 days. And I think that included your lodging and your food. I was like, what? So, but he has other things, like you can join, he has a club you can join, which for $19 a month. So I'm going to join the club, because then you can also go, they have a Zoom live once a week. So then you can go on, you can ask questions, you can see other people's work. So that, I think, to me, is worth the $19 a month. So I'm going to join that. And that's like having a class all year round. And then with that too, I think you can get classes, you can get free classes on making different types of pottery. So I'm excited. All right, let me put my first layer down, which was these newspapers. All right, this has to go down to the ground. All right, now we can start with the jelly prints, the fun stuff. Let me just see what moves me. I'm going to use some of my, this month's printable kit. I'm going to use some of that. In fact, let me start with my printable kit for this month. Is this my print? Yeah, this is this month's printable kit. So this is from the kit, which I think is really cool. We use some of that. Let me get rid of the white edges really quick with my scissors. All right. And when I do this look to make it look like old graffitied walls, or just old walls of history, it's not so important that you have this perfect collage, because there's going to be lots of other layers. Like I'm going to do stamping over this, and some intuitive writing, some cursive writing, some messy writing, and then paint. So there's gonna be a lot of layers. So it's more about the layers than it is about the collaging. Anyway. Do I like that? I'm going over the edges, so we'll have plenty to be trimming off. Yep. You know we love a map, so we'll put some map in there. I love love letters and maps. And that's where we'll put that right there. Let me glue this last piece in, and then I will and I'll read chat. I know some people are like, girl, you do too many things. I do too many things. But you guys, you know what I am? I'm a maker. That's just it. I just like to make crap. I really do. I'm obsessed with making things. Okay, let me read chat and see what you guys have to say. Hey, Butterfly Mom, how are you doing? Hey, Grungy Girl. Hey, Rhonda Lee. So good to see all of you guys. Yay. Okay, everyone's saying doing pottery video. Okay, so I'll bring you guys along the journey with me. So as I'm doing things, I will, as I'm learning things and doing things, I will make videos, and also I will, and I'm not making videos as being an expert on it. I'm just making a video sharing, you know, sharing me, you know, learning and going through it. And then I'll, you know, maybe I'll do some on the lives too. Especially once I've experienced it, you know, like created a bowl or created a mug. And then, how fun would it be to do a firing on, live? That would be crazy, you guys. But the only problem is that it's so hot here. I need to do the firing like early in the morning, so that live would have to be early, so because it's just too hot to be out there. My equipment would get too hot, like my iPad, my camera, everything would get too hot. I would get too hot. So but I could at least for sure be doing the, I could for sure be doing like the making of the pottery though. But you guys definitely have to check out, like I said, Andy Ward's Ancient Pottery. This is that coffee bubble paper I made. I made a copy of it. I'm going to be putting some of that bubble coffee paper in one of the printable kits for next month. For that coffee paper, it's definitely better to have a copy of it, because I had to do it on watercolor paper. So the paper is like super thick, and trying to collage paper that's that thick is really hard. So it's nice to have like a, you know, a copy of it just on regular printer paper. There's a cool jelly print right there. So Butterfly Mom, what I'm doing, because I know you just came on, and maybe a couple other people just came on, I am, this is my 100 Days of Collage art journal, and I'm doing the cover. So I'm doing a collage, and then I will make it look like an old wall of history, or a wall of graffiti and an old history. And then I will be doing some Finnabair art on top of that. Yeah, I think I'll leave this like this. I like that. Okay, so let me go on to the next one. All right. All right, you guys, in just a second, I'm going to have to go change iPads. I forgot this is my husband's iPad. My iPad still is on the charger, which it's all charged up. I just got to go change out my thing. Plus, I need some water. Thanks, Butterfly Mom. Okay, I'm just, oh, good. Pamela said she'd like to see me do the pottery video. Pottery videos. It'll be videos, you guys. I mean, it'll be something that I will always do. I mean, I haven't even totally begun it. I'm just at the beginning stages of it, but it's just so up my alley. Like, I am obsessed with that. Okay, you guys, just one second. Let me go and change out my iPad. So I'll be right back. And also, I have to get some water. So, talk among yourselves, and I will be right back. I'll close up this iPad. Be right back. All right, you guys, I'm back. I'm back. Just had to get some water and get my other iPad. And let me just really quickly open it up so I can see you guys. All right. Just a second. I'm getting to where you guys are at. Here we go. All right. And I hear myself. Okay, now I'm back. Back in action. All right, let me read chat real quick before I begin again, so I can see what you guys are saying. All right, what are people saying? Okay. Continuing on with the collaging part. Let's put that there. Oh, this will be cool. I got to get this out. This is in the kit. This is in the this month's printables, and so is that. I'm going to use this one right now. Just a second, you guys. I'm just cutting off all of the white off of paper here. All right, and then this might go over like this. Yeah, I like that. Okay, I can put that down into here. Alrighty, and then let's throw some map up on here. Okay, let's do that in the middle. Let me get this last one on here and then I will check the chat. Oh, and if you guys have anything to say to me or you want me to answer any questions, make sure you put it in capitals. All right. Just getting the white lines cut off the printables. All right. I just feel like that has to be. There we go. I like that better. So now we got all the collage material on here. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to just add a bunch more layers with like stamps. Sometimes I do napkins and tissue paper, but for the sake of drying today, we're not going to do the tissue paper or napkins. But I am going to do layers with a whole bunch of other things. So let me just put this stuff away real quick. Or at least semi put it away. Oh, you know what I do want to do? Let me add a few more things to this collage. Where is the Asian newspaper? I do need to add some more of that. I think today what I'll do is when I do the giveaway, the Asian newspaper that I have, I'll give away a couple of those, or at least offer those for giveaways today. I've been meaning to do that and I keep forgetting, so. So I'm cutting some stuff out of the Asian paper to add into the collage. Because I want some of this to be standing out in the collage in the background. So I just think it looks cool. I'm cutting out the like more bold type of Asian writing. I'll show you. Like, girl, what are you talking about? So I want to put like some of that in there. Okay. Let me look and see if I have more Asian newspaper up here. Let me see if I can find any more bold. So I'm still looking through this Asian newspaper. All right, that'll probably be good enough right there. So I was asking earlier, is anybody else working along with me? Are you guys, are you arting or creating along? Working on a project at all? Alrighty. So I'm going to get my collage stuff back out. Thanks, Butterfly Mom. Okay. So let me see where I want to put these at? Right there. Okay, we'll put that right there. Okay. Don't want to put it like, no, put it like that. And then this piece, I'll put right there. So I want some of this Asian writing to kind of be like peekabooing through. Once we put the paint on top, which I think will be cool. And I want some of these native symbols to be on here, I think. So I'm just looking to see where I can put some of those at. Sorry for being a little quiet today. I've noticed I've had usually I'm way more talkative, but I think it's because I have a lot to get done, and I know people want to see the Finnabair part, so I'm trying to work, as fast as I can. Oh, that's cool right there. So the more interesting stuff that you build up on your collage, when I do the paint part on it, when I scrape paint on it to make it look like an old wall, like an old painted wall, all this information is going to be peekabooing through it. So it'll look really cool. Okay, now I think I'm done with the collage part. Am I? Am I done? I don't know. Some people are like, girl, you need to be done. Can't stick another damn thing on there. We'll stick that on there. Okay. So now I am done with the collaging part. All right, so now we're going to go in with some layering of some intuitive writing, some stenciling, different things like that. That's going to be our next layer. Let me put all this away. All right. We're going to go with some stamping next. Let me pull out my stamps. I'll just share with you guys. They have these pink containers at Dollar Tree. Aren't they gorgeous? They're light baby pink. They're huge. They're not like the regular shoe boxes. They're bigger than the regular shoe boxes. And I love organizing in them. So like my main stamps that I'm just obsessed with, I put right here. The ones I use like all the time. I keep them in here. And where are my inks? There they are. I'm going to use this stamp. Isn't that cool, that calligraphy nibs? Where did I get this at? I think I got this at Viva Las Vegas, did I? They're at Viva Las Vegas. Here in Las Vegas, there's this place called Viva Las Vegas Stamps. I'm not sure if it's still open or not. But she used to have it like in January, the whole store was half off. So a few years ago I went, this is well before the pandemic. This is probably 6 years ago. Anyway, I went there and it was great. I got a bunch of great stamps. You know what else I need to do? I need to distress. I need to put a little Tim Holtz. This is vintage photo. Just put a little vintage photo on the Asian newspaper. Because now it looks like it goes with everything more. There we go. Just had to muck that up real quick. Love the Tim Holtz to muck things up. Yep, I did get the stamp at Viva Las Vegas. It's right here on the thing. I should check that out and see if they're still open. I have no idea. This is a watch clock face. And I'm using this color ink here. This is sepia archival ink. So all these layers are like super important when I scrape on the paint, because all this stuff is going to be like peekabooing through. So that's why I have so many layers. Love this stamp. This is a spool stamp. So I'm going to put that on here. Kind of intermix it with the watch face stamp. Okay. I love me a cross, so we're going to put some crosses on here in a couple of places. There we go. Love this calligraphy nib. I'm going to put some of that on here. We'll put that right here. Where else are we going to put this calligraphy nib? We'll put it right here. I love this one. This says vintage. Put that on right there. Cool. I might put that word vintage right there too. In fact, I'm going to switch ink up. I'm going to switch up to this right here, the coffee. These, believe it or not, were 75% off this year at Hobby Lobby. So I think I picked them up for like $2. I couldn't believe they had the browns, like the coffee and the sepia, because those are the ones that usually don't clearance out. So I was able to pick up like 2 or 3 of each. So excited. So I have a nice little stash of stamp pads, which I go through them like crazy. So excited that I found those. Okay, I love that. This is a postage stamp, so I'm going to use that. And I'm still going to use that same coffee color. and just go wild with this. It's kind of cool to go over the map right here with the postage stamp. Just kind of mixing things up. Okay. And do I want to do anything else? I think this is it. Oh, I know what else I want to do. Get my script stamp out. There we go. Isn't that a cool stamp? I was so mad this year because I thought that I didn't get to Hobby Lobby in time enough to get the map stamp, and I already had one. I got it last year for $3.50. Isn't that fabulous? Love it. I was so mad that I didn't get it, and then I came home. I was looking through my stuff. I'm like, you idiot! You already have it. So I'm glad I didn't buy it for the second time, and I let somebody else get it. Okay, I'm going to use my script stamp over this whole thing, and I'm trying to think. I think I'm going to do it in black, and I'm going to do it in brown. So I'm going to do it in this color. And by doing it in the brown, because everything else, you know, shades of brown and beiges and stuff like that, this just really looks like it's in the background. We're just trying to build up that background before I throw the paint on top of this, right? I'm also probably going to throw on, I'm probably going to also do this in black. So it'll look like there's some script in the very, very background, and then they'll look like there's some script that's coming up in the front of everything. Oh, and I will check chat here in just a second, you guys. And if you have anything you want me to read or answer or see, make sure you put it in caps. Oh my God, that ice water is so good. Isn't there, sometimes there's just nothing better than ice water. I mean, nothing better than ice water sometimes. Sometimes I lift my stamp up too early. If you just let it sit for just a second, it gives it a little time to make its way with the paper. Okay, I'm going to use black now. So now this is the brown's all in the background. The black now is going to make this sit up just a little bit. It's still going to be in the background, but it's going to sit up above the other script. So I'm going to use black. And I don't worry about this being even at all. If it's darker and lighter in one area or lighter in the other, or doesn't take in one area but takes in another, perfect. We're just building up layers. Okay. Let me just keep stamping this till I get all the ink off of it. Okay, perfect. All right. I'm going to do a couple of mark making things. And then we'll add paint. Let me just put these away really quick. Oh, that goes away too. All right, let me read chat here and see what people are saying. Oh my God, hey Miss D, how are you doing? I'm so glad to see you here. Yay! I remember you said you were going to try to make it on a Sunday, so I'm so glad to see you. Hey, Jenny, how are you doing? No problem. Good, Carolyn, you received all your winnings. Thank goodness. Girl, I don't know what happened with all of that. Hey, Dee, special things. So good to see you. So good to see you. Thanks, Gwen. Okay, Miss D says, what is the huge stamp store? Well, it was filled from floor to ceiling in stamps. Oh, she's explaining this. Okay. Okay, Miss D says, I get my MM fix through you right now. I haven't been playing with mixed media for a minute. Okay. Yay, you caught me live, Miss D. Okay, let me go back up. Hey, Pam, how are you doing? Okay, I'm just reading through the chat here. Dang, we got a lot of people. It started a little slow today. Like, I didn't have anybody for the first, like, almost 10 minutes. But now there's, like, 23 people. Oh, my gosh. Okay, and for those of you guys who just came on, what I'm working on is I've been doing 100 Days of Collage Challenge. Well, this is a art journal, which I made out of a book. So really, it's an altered book art journal. Well, I needed to do the cover, right? So right now, I'm doing collage and mixed media on this cover. So right now I'm doing the collage part. We're going to make this look like an old graffitied wall of history. And then after that, we're going to do some Finnabair art on just the front cover. Okay, so that's what we're doing. Dang, it's already 3:20. Okay, so that's what we're doing. And I may not finish this today, you guys, so I'm trying. I am trying. Okay, I'm adding some small things that aren't going to make a big difference, but it makes a difference in little ways. For mark making, I like to do algebraic equations. And for those who've been watching my channel, you know what I'm talking about. I'm going to show you just right now. So I went online and copied a bunch of algebraic equations and put them in this plastic sleeve. So I have like a little cheat sheet of them, and we're going to put them, just put them in here. Like I'm going to do one right here. And I just think this is cool mark making. I was at, Hobby Lobby, and I saw a painting of Albert Einstein, and in the background it had Albert Einstein they had painted, and then the background was a black chalkboard with all algebraic equations. And I thought, that is the coolest background. So then I thought that'd be cool to make marks. So that's what I'm doing. I'm using algebraic equations as mark making. Cool, huh? I think it's cool. So you can put them anywhere, and these will show up in the background. Okay, so there's an algebraic equation there, an algebraic equation there. And where else can I put one in at? I'm going to put one in right here. Like I said, it's not a thing that's, especially since I'm doing it and I'm going to be putting paint over this, it's going to be looking like an old wall. This may peekaboo through, it may not, but it's just another layer to have. Okay, so I just put a couple algebraic equations in there. Also, another thing for mark making is you can always do Roman numerals. I also went on on the computer and did this. And whenever I have these cheat sheets like this of stuff that I can use in my artwork, I put them in plastic sheets. Do I want to put any of this anywhere? Yeah, let's do some Roman numerals right here. But you know, I want to use a thicker, I'm going to use a thicker marker. All right, where the heck's the marker at? You know, you can't find what you need when you need it. Here it is. Okay. All right, where did I see I was going to do it at? I think I'm going to do it right here. So I'm just going to do some Roman numerals. When I was little, I loved when we got to do like a layout. And we did, and she said, okay, lay it out and make sure you put it in Roman numerals. I was always like, yes. I think I always looked at Roman numerals so fancy, like it was some type of fancy writing. I still think it's fancy writing. So I loved doing a, it's not a layout. What is that called? When you do Roman numerals and you do a Roman numeral 1, Roman numeral 2, it's like a layout for like your report. Anyway, sometimes my brain is on vacation. All right, so we just did some Roman numerals right there. We'll throw in some Roman numerals on this side too. All right. And also, we'll do a little bit of intuitive writing. I'm going to do that right on top of this right here. I'll do it with my Jane Davenport, what does she call this? Some type of quill type of marker pen. I need to see where my edges are ending at here. Okay, we're not too far off. I didn't know where the edge was because my paper is way over the edge. Okay, so let's do some intuitive writing over here on the side. Okay, let's go all the way down. What the heck? All right, so we did some intuitive writing there. And I think we've done enough on these pages, don't you think? All right, so now we're going to do we're going to add the paint with a credit card onto this. And it's going to be very just sloughed on here. So some stuff is going to peekaboo through and some stuff isn't. And this is how it's going to be looking like an old wall for this background. All right, so let me put this away. Get out some little lids for paint. And what colors am I using for this paint? You know what? I want to do... Just a second, you guys. I got to look at... I had just done something... So just a second, guys. I got to look at the colors I used in this one collage. See, I want the colors to be like this. See this right here? Isn't that cool? So this is what we're going for. A look like this. See? Fabulous. So I need white paint. Let me grab that. Oh, here it is. Okay, so we got white, dark brown, my ochre. What else? The putty. And a little gray maybe. Okay. All right. So let me put these paints out real quick. Sorry I'm quiet for just a second. I am getting all my paints out here that I need. All right. All right, where's my credit card? Or some type of card. Where the heck is it? Now, you guys hear me? I'm just slurping down that water. Sorry about that. That sounds kind of gross. I'm just like... I think I'm extra thirsty because I worked out in the yard for with my husband, like I said, for 3 hours this morning. All right, you guys, where is the darn credit card that I use all the time to scrape this paint on? Where the heck is it? I mean, if I can't find it, I'll just go get another one, but it's kind of ridiculous because I use it all the time. It's usually sitting right here on my table. All right, I'll be back, you guys. I got to go grab one. Oh, wait. Oh, I found it right when I was about to leave. There we go. So, whatever. It's not even a credit card. It's an old Costco card. All right, let me see what people are saying. Miss D said, I think I will be pulling my paints back out. You are making me want to do some mixed media. Oh, good, Miss D. Thanks, Miss D. Mari said, Angie, you said you had a trick to the intuitive writing where it was disjointed letters, I think. Okay, yeah, I'll talk to you. I'll do that here in just a second again. Let me just read. Hi, Jenny. If I didn't say hi to you, and Alyssa, hi, how are you guys doing? That's it. An outline. That's what I'm talking about. So using Roman numerals to make an outline. Thank you, Alyssa. Okay, I'm just seeing if there's anything else. Miss D says she likes the idea of using mathematic expressions. Thank you. Jenny says, cool, will make me look like I love math. Hi, Melissa. I don't think I said hi to you yet. How are you doing? Okay. All right. So I'm going to take this credit card and this paint. And you want to do it with the card if you want to do this technique that I'm doing, because you want it to look very haphazard, right? See how haphazard that looks? You don't want it to look even at all, because we're creating old walls, right? And you don't want to put it on, get too heavy and put it on everywhere. So what I'm saying is you don't want to get too crazy. That's enough there. Also, there's a trick of wiping off also. So let me pull some wiping off with a baby wipe. So let me get a couple of baby wipes. Like right here, we can wipe some off. And the wiping off is also part of the technique because it just, I don't know, it just looks cool. It just makes it look more old wall when you do that. Okay. So you want enough paint on it so it looks like an old wall, but at the same time, you want to still be able to see a lot of layers beneath too. So, anyway, yeah, I was going to say more, but that probably explained enough of it right there. Okay, what color are we going to do next? Let's go with the brown next, the dark brown. Is this black or brown? What the heck did I do? Oh, this is black. What the heck? I want it brown. All right, let's wipe it off. That's one thing. You're creating old walls, so it's not like you can really make a mistake. But I don't know how I got brown when I thought I just, or black, when I just thought I put brown. That was weird. See, it's a dark umber, so that's why I got it confused. Okay, there we go. And I'm kind of going in the same area where I've already went to, so it kind of goes over the white a little bit, some of the white peekaboos through. Okay, now again, like I said, I'm gonna do some wiping back. It's kind of like sanding, you know, like when you sand your work, when you wipe back like that. Okay, do I need to wipe back anywhere else? We'll try it right here. That looks good. All right. And you just kind of keep going back and forth till things look right. There we go. So is there any complete right answer? No. Do it how you like it and how it looks. But I'm kind of using that as a pattern. So if I used brown or white, I still go back over things in the same area so that I don't get too crazy and cover up everything, right? Because we want to still have we still want to see some of the stuff peekabooing through, right? All right, I'm just trying to see if I need to wipe back anywhere. And I'm just wiping back with a baby wipe if I didn't say that. So the wiping back is like sanding almost. It exposes what's underneath. It's another technique of making it look old and worn. There we go. Okay, and then and I will check chat here in just a second, you guys. Let me just do what I'm doing right now. It's kind of a thing where you have to focus a little bit, so All right, let me see what else I'm doing here. I have like this putty color that I love. I'm gonna throw some of that in here. Okay. Okay, down here at the bottom, let's wipe some of this down, wipe some of this back. There we go. All right. And I'm sorry I haven't checked chat for a minute, but like I said, I just need to, I have to focus for a second on this part. Because it's just a matter of just, you know, taking this card and going and scraping and then scraping and then bringing it back and scraping and bringing it back. There we go. I had to get a little bit over that, even though that intuitive writing is fabulous. I wanted to put a little bit over that. All right. Love it. Yeah, Misty, I do prints of my finished projects. There's a bunch of I have a bunch of prints on my Etsy shop. There's a clickable link below this video or any of my videos. Also, I do in just about half an hour, well, in the next 20 minutes, we'll be doing a giveaway. I have printables of all my jelly, a lot of my jelly prints. So they're for sale in my Etsy shop too. Yeah, Misty, yeah, I love baby wipes for mixed media. Thanks, Misty. Okay. All right. So the last thing we're going to do to finish this off. All right, that's black paint, right? All right, perfect. Is I'm going to do some stenciling over this. Hopefully I have my stencils out. With black paint. And it kind of brings everything together. Where did I put the stencils at? I swear, you guys, I call myself always trying to organize. And I organize myself right into a mess. Right into a mess. All right, what the heck did I do with the stencils? All right, maybe I put them back. I did put them back. Okay. All right, I'm going to use some of these Andy Skinner stencils. Aren't these fabulous? These are fabulous. Another Andy Skinner stencil. This Asian stencil. And this Asian stencil. All right. That's all I'm pulling out. I'm going to go with the Asian stencils first. All right, I'm going to go with this Asian symbol here. This better be black. Is that black? Just a second, you guys. I gotta make sure I'm working with black here. All right. This black and the brown are like way too similar on my palette. Okay. Oh my gosh, I got to get rid of this palette. This palette with this brown. I keep putting my sponge into the brown when I mean to put it into the black. All right. Here we go. There we go. And all right, I'm going to use this right here, these numbers right here. I'm going to put those right here. Cool. And what else am I going to do? Sorry for the silence, you guys. I'm just, you know, thinking. There says number 152 industrial. I think I'm going to put that at the bottom here. All right, I'm going to use this brush here. It's like a stenciling brush. There we go. A stenciling brush can be a lot better than a makeup brush. It's faster and you can get into the grooves a little bit more. And I'm going to put this 751 right over here. There we go. And we're going to do one more Asian symbol. I think I'm going to do it right here. I think that's where I want to put it at. This Asian symbol right here means wind. And this stencil is really cool. It's an old Delta stencil. See, it's just this old Delta cheapie. I think it was $1. And I don't even see, I saw these one time and I picked them up, I think at Hobby Lobby or Joann's. I've never seen them since, but isn't that a cool stencil? I think I got them for like $1. So, yeah, this looks cool. I'm loving this. Let me just see if I don't want to put anything else anywhere. And then I'll check chat here in just a second, guys. You know what I'm feeling? And what I do is I just feel my way through it of what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like I want, next to those letters, I want some numbers right there. So let's put these numbers there. It's all just very intuitive, what you feel, what you're seeing. Cool. Love it. Okay, so now I'm going to do that to this other side. And let me read chat here. Let me get some water. Thanks, Melissa. Thanks, Classy Kim. Hey, Kelly, how are you doing? I'm glad you've been here. Thanks, Carolyn. Carolyn's like, wow, look how it's changed for the better. Did you forget about Andy Skinner, Misty? I know, I love Andy Skinner stencils. I love Andy Skinner everything. Thanks, Vanessa, and welcome, Vanessa and Melissa, if I haven't said hello, and Kelly. Okay, let me see what I want to do here. I'm going to use this Paris right here. I'm going to put that right here. Now, this is not a stencil brush, really, what I'm using. This thing right here. Isn't this fabulous? These aren't cheap. They're at Hobby Lobby for like $8 or $9, but they're for like when you're going to do chalk painting on furniture. That's what this is, but you get into the stencil so well. So I love using it as a stencil brush. Plus, it's really fast. So. All right, I know I did some, what do you call it over here? Anyway, I'm going to go over it because I'm not liking that. But I would like the 751 right here. Cool. All right, what else do I want to do? This number 152 industrial at the bottom. I'm going to put that at the bottom of here. Cool. I'm going to put a little Asian symbol right there. I'm going to do this one that says energy right there. I'm going to put that right. I'll put it right here. So see how this is really looking like an old graffitied wall? It looks like paint is chipped up from this old wall. There's tons of history on this wall. There might have been posters that were advertising at one time. There's graffiti on here. There's just, I don't know. I just really feel like it's that really cool old wall look. I mean, some people will be like, girl, that's a damn mess, but I like it. There we go. I'm just looking to see if there's anything else I want to put on here. I feel like another symbol needs to go right there. So let me look at my Asian symbols here again. Yeah, this one, this right here means peace. This one, we'll put it right here. The word peace, I could also stencil that on, but I don't. I just stencil on just the symbol. Cool. All right, I'm just looking at things. I think that's it. I love it. All right. So I'm going to, what time is it? You know what, let's do this, you guys. Let's go until 4:30 today. I usually only go till 4 o'clock, but we'll go to 4:30. At about 4:20, we'll stop and do the giveaway. Okay. Hey, Artsy girl, how are you doing? Oh, no problem, Artsy girl. I'm glad you made it for the time that you could. You're shooting photos for a music festival? How cool. Thanks, Kelly. Thanks, Vanessa. Thanks, Classy Cam. Okay, so let me clean up some of my mess here, because I got some paint going here that if I don't dry it up, it will be everywhere. I think this is good right there. Okay. Let me clean up my hands, and then so this is the back of the book right here of my art journal. This is the front of the art journal. The back is done. I'm not doing anything else to this. I will take black when I'm done and go around the edges with a black Stabilo, just on the edges, just to frame it out, and also trim off any excess paper that's hanging over. But I want to show you guys how I want to show you guys the Finnabair part of this. Okay, I'm just trying to get my hands semi-clean. They are a wreck. Okay. A lot of times I let this paint dry and then I do this part, but we don't have time for drying. So we're just going to continue on. It's acrylic paint. It'll dry pretty quickly anyway. All right, so let me lay out the Finnabair part. Now, I took all these pieces. These pieces are made out of, all of these pieces are plaster of Paris. So you can use plaster of Paris, you can use clay, you can use, oh, what's that stuff? Epoxy resin. But it's expensive to buy that resin, but it's really cheap to buy plaster of Paris. So I take the Finnabair molds and I made these pieces, okay? So this is what it's going to look like. Isn't that frame beautiful? So that's one of the molds I have. Look at this. This is another mold. These are all Finnabair molds. I'm going to place that on top of there. So I'm just going to place everything so you can see where we're going, and then we're going to glue all this on. And you glue it on with, what's it called? I have it right here. Molding paste. And I got so lucky between last year and this year, I have tons of molding paste. And molding paste is not cheap, okay? But it will glue on these pieces onto this cover. Anyway, this is flexible molding paste. It doesn't have to be flexible, it can just be molding paste. But I had some from Finnabair and I used it all. Well, I found this between last year and this year. I got a bunch of it, $6.74. This was probably regularly $30. This flexible molding paste. Now, if you don't have flexible molding paste and you want to do something like this, you could always use E6000, anything like that. Also, if you don't have molds to do, you want to do something like this, but you don't have molds, you can use anything. You can use broken jewelry, all kinds of stuff like that. Anything, and just look in your craft room. Christmas decorations that don't look like Christmassy, like I have some Christmas decorations that are crosses, which I love. You can use that in this type of work. You can use broken jewelry bits. So you just want to collage a bunch of pieces together like I'm doing. So you don't have to use molds and mold your own pieces. But I love it. I'm obsessed. When I've been doing this kind of work for years, for probably the last 10, 15 years. When I saw Finnabair, this is before she was with, who is she with now? I'm trying to think of the company that she's with. Oh, I can't think of the name of the damn company. I was trying to think of it earlier. It'll hit my brain. Look how cool. This is the bone. Now, this is done with resin because I had done them a long time ago. But I don't use resin anymore. I either use clay, like a air dry clay that I got from Dollar Tree, which is fabulous if you're going to do like bottles and stuff. But if I'm not doing bottles or things that need, the clay will form around like a bottle or anything like that you're doing. If I don't need it to form around something, then I use the plaster of Paris. So much cheaper. Look at this piece. Aren't these fabulous? This is one whole mold with her face and then a whole bunch of these different ones. There's a mold that I want to get. It's a peacock. Oh, I've been wanting to get that for a while. All right, this needs to go down because I got some other stuff that's going above it. Don't want this to go above. Check this out. So this is a gear, and then the gear is a mold, and then so is this this skull of some sort, animal skull. I know some people that's not their thing, but I like stuff like that. I already kind of designed this already once. This is another skull. I've already designed this once already. So I'm kind of remembering how I did all this. Kind of. What did I do? Oh yeah, I went like this, I think. Oh yeah, this, wait. That's another skull. And then, what did I do with these wings? I put these wings somewhere. Oh, I think I put the wings. These wings are cool too. Aren't those neat? That's another mold. And that's the same mold as this one with all these different wings. Scrapbook.com. That's where I bought a bunch of my molds. And also, I think I bought some from eBay too. But scrapbook.com is good because they at least go on sale. It's not like a major sale. She'll have like a 20% off or something. Okay. And where did I have these at? I had these somewhere. I don't know what I had these for. Did I put them there? No. I don't know what maybe I put them on the wings like that. All right. So we need to glue all this down. And then after I glue all this down, I am going to use some black gesso. I'm going to use some black gesso. Now this is Finnabair's heavy black gesso. Okay, after I glue all these down. And then from there, I'm just explaining it because I don't know how far I'm going to get. So then you guys know where I'm going with everything. And whatever we don't finish, we'll finish up next week. Finnabair has all of these pastes. Some are flat and some have a little bit of a sheen to them. So there's all these pastes. Aren't they cool? But the paste I'm going to use today is, I know I'm going to use to color this after I do this, after I use the black gesso, then this is how we're going to color it. I'm going to use rusty brown. What else am I using? You know, I have more of these and I don't know where all my new ones went to. I just ordered, she has a bunch of new ones that are matte, and I don't know. Again, organizing myself right into a mess, like always. So anyway, I know I'm going to use this brown. Oh, this color. I'm going to use this color here. It's like a rust. And brown rust, and I want to use gray. And I don't know where my gray is at, so I'm going to use this other gray. Where is it? Or is this gray? So anyway, I'm going to use a gray. I gotta find this other gray, and then some copper. So I might be using this. This is just paint, but I'll probably be using that. So just so you know where we are going with the whole thing. Okay. Thanks, Rhonda Lee. Thanks, Kelly. Thanks, Angel Rose. Hey, Vanessa, how are you doing? I don't think I said hi to you. Thank you. Okay. I'm so mad. I have a bunch more of these, and I just bought more, and I don't know what I did with them. Which is really, really weird. Okay, wait, let me just see something. That's metallic wax. Oh, maybe they're all here. Maybe I just don't have all the colors I thought I had. No, they're all here. Because some are metallic and some are matte. But that's the last thing we're going to do. So we probably aren't going to get to that part today. All right. But I wanted to show you so you know where we're going. So anyway, let's start gluing these pieces down. We'll glue these pieces down. We'll paint them black. And then the whole painting part we'll do next week. That'll be the first thing we do next week. So let's glue these down, and then we'll do the giveaway. We'll do 2 giveaways. I know I did a whole lot of stuff to kind of cover up a lot of things with the other stuff, but that's the way it goes. It's all that stuff that's peekabooing through that looks cool, you know? All right. Let me take these pieces off. So I'm going to put plenty of this molding paste. Is that what it's called? Yeah, flexible molding paste. It doesn't have to be flexible. This one just happens to be flexible. Which it's nice because I saw someone do like a collage like this with these pieces on a purse. And she said she used a flexible molding paste so that the purse kind of gives. The pieces kind of give with the purse. It looked fabulous. I so want to do that to a purse. It looked really cool. Sounds crazy, but it came out really nice. She's on Finnabair's design team. The lady that I saw did this. All right, so we're going to put that down. All right, you know, look, we're going to put this bone down right now. Ooh. Sorry for the silence, you guys. I'm focusing. I'm focusing and I'm trying to move fairly fast because, you know, we can't be here all day. Okay. Definitely need some baby wipes out. All right, so I know next this needs to go on, right? So let's put that on. So just remember, if you do if you make these pieces like this, your best bet is using the plaster of Paris. Unless you're going to go around something round like a bottle or a vase, then you use clay, like air dry clay, and they have it at Dollar Tree, and they don't always have it. So if you see it and you know you're going to want to do some work like this on bottles or vases, pick it up. In fact, I'll show it to you right now, what it looks like. And actually, I bought this this clay last year, this air dry clay. I haven't seen any this year. So hopefully they're going to get it back, or maybe it's just my store. But this is the air dry clay. And what a deal. $1. Hobby Lobby, this would not be $1. So I picked up quite a few of those. And I've done a lot of wine bottles. And when you put that clay into a mold, you take it out while the clay is still wet, and then you take the this molding paste and you put it on the back of the wet molded piece out of the clay, and you put it on the bottle, and then it dries on the bottle like that. All right, so then we're gonna have some wings here. All right, so we're going to put wings on her here. So let's get that on here. Okay. Yeah, I'm glad we'll be stopping after I glue this on. In fact, I won't even put on the black gesso. I'll do the black gesso off camera, because it's just, you know, painting all these pieces after I put them on here. And then we're ready to use the paints on here. We'll be able to ready to use these next week. Because this should all be nice and dry before I try to put the black gesso on it. This needs to be nice and dry. All right, so now we're going to put that little skull in there. I kind of put a nice generous amount of that molding paste on there. Okay, so let's next, and I already had put this on here onto, this is, they have, she has a mold that has a ton of the gears. Aren't the gears cool? So there's a whole mold that has like 5 molds of gears, and then another mold that has like a whole bunch of these skulls on there. That's another mold. But when I first started doing all this, I didn't buy the molds. I just bought different things like from Dollar Tree, Christmas decorations, broken jewelry bits, and that's how I did it. But then once I bought the molds, oh my gosh, I was hooked. And we'll put those there. Okay. And I will check chat here in just a minute, you guys. Just trying to get. So this is true mixed media, you guys. We're mixing up so many things, which I think is so cool. We're mixing up jelly prints with collage, with all kind of different mixed media techniques to do this whole background, and then we're doing the Finnabair art on top, which I think is cool. All right, so, oh, don't move. And really, it's another form of collage, right? So So that's all I'm doing. It's more collaging. But instead I'm using, now I'm using, you know, what is this, 3D figures instead of just paper. So again, that's why I like it so much, because it's another form of collage. Oh, I know. I had already started it. My other art journal, because I have 2 art journals for the 100 Days of Collage, because 100 collages cannot just fit into one book. So my other book, I already had started it, putting a lot of texture on it and painted it black in black gesso with a lot of texture. And I want to make that look like the book has been burnt. There's this girl named Angela. She's on Facebook, and she makes a lot of stuff, like she makes journals, all kinds of stuff, and she makes it look like they went through a fire and were burnt. It looks really cool. So that's how I'm going to finish the cover of my other one. So the book looks burnt, but then I think I'm going to do, I'll do a Finnabair collage on it, on the front. So the background on that book will look like it's been burnt. I won't be doing a collage on it, but I will do Finnabair on top of the burnt looking book. You guys know me. I love grunge. It's my favorite. If I can't make it look grungy, I'm not happy. Okay. Now, I really need to, I don't have a, let me see. This piece isn't laying flat. See how it got molded? It's this piece here. So let me just see if I can, I have a piece of sandpaper. Let me see if I can just quickly sand it flat. Oh, it's good. It's sanding flat quickly. Okay. I didn't know if I could do it quick or not. I was thinking maybe I needed like one of those real thick black nail files, but this is working good. All right, hopefully that was enough to make this at least flat enough. Yeah, this will be flat enough. And this piece broke off of here, so I think that, yeah, that'll work. And that's gonna go at the top. Okay. So I don't know if anybody is talking in chat right now to me, but I will check the chat as soon as I'm done gluing this on here, and then we will do the giveaway. We'll do 2 giveaways like normal. I think that's what goes on the end there. Who knows? And even if this doesn't go perfectly and it looks broken, that's kind of cool too, because everything else is very rustic on here, right? So this looking broken looks cool, in my opinion. Cool. And then I have this piece still, so I need to put it right here. So let's do that. You know what? Again, see the back? Sometimes this happens. Things don't dry flat. I use my sander, my block sander. Dollar Tree. All right. Cool. See, I sanded that a lot flatter now. That'll be good. So if you do some plaster of Paris pieces like this, and it's kind of textured on the back, you can just take a little sanding block and just sand it flat. No major. Okay. And then I had these little pieces here. I don't know what the heck I was going to do with them. You know, I'm not going to put these. I was going to put these here, but I really want to see the beautiful wings because those wings are gorgeous. So you guys, that is it for this. So the next thing that I will do is I will take this black gesso once this dries, and I'll paint all this black, all the pieces black. And then we're going to go in and with our fingers basically and rub in these colors. This coppery color, this rusty brown, and then I know I want to also put in I might just use paint, and I have some other paint too, but this is the color I want to use, like this. And then I want to use some gray, but I think instead of using acrylic paints, I'll show you what I'm going to use. Northern Snowbird, she says, burnt is another level of grunge, isn't it though? But this girl, Angela, she does some oh, I love her grunge. It's so cool. She's on Facebook. I don't know, she might be on YouTube also, but I just know her from Facebook. Just a second, you guys, I'm just checking on some things. Brown, gray, I got the brown. Where the hell is the gray? Just a second, I'm looking through my little things here. Oh, here's burnt sienna. Okay. All right, there's this stuff called gouache. This right here also works really, really nice. Finnabair, she sells something like this paint, and it looks something like this too. But I got this. This is gouache, and it's from Master's Touch. So this is burnt sienna. Then there is like this coppery color. I'm going to use that, and then rusty brown, and then I thought I had in this gouache, I thought I had gray, and I'm not seeing the gray, so I'll probably use some gray paint. I thought I saw the gray. Anyway. Also, she has some jewels paste. These right here. Aren't these fabulous? And they have like, look how blingy they are. So I might use some of this. I'll probably throw some of this in there and probably throw some gold in there too. So just to let you guys know what's coming up next. Oh, that's where I have, here's the gray that I was talking about. Again, these are jewels paste from Finnabair. So there's the gray that I'm going to use. So I have all this pulled, but we'll do it next week because we have to let all this dry. But at least you guys know what direction we are going in. Okay, so let me put some stuff away here so I have room for this giveaway. I'll leave that black out because we're going to use that. All right, you guys, sorry. I know I'm silent, but I'm just putting things away so I can do the giveaway. So let me go put this over in the corner of my room. And I have to be careful. I can't just slam it down like I normally do. Just a second. There we go. All right, and let me get the stuff for the giveaway. All right. No, I better make sure that there's nothing on here. Okay, there we go. So these are the printables. That's what's inside of here. We've got some coloring books. Let me just look and see what else. More coloring books. We got one of these one of those 2022 calendars because it's just really cool pictures that you can use for collage. This right here, you get 1.5, and this is a wall decal, and you can make texture plates for your jelly plate out of that. And there's the other half of it, so you get 1.5 on the size of a 11 by 14 book. That'll make a great texture plate. I have this paper pad, this small paper pad that I'm giving away too. Prima, that's who Finnabair works for, Prima. So you can get Finnabair molds or Prima molds, but it's all under the heading of Prima. That's who Finnabair, her products are made by, Prima. Just to kind of show you really quickly. Isn't this paper pad, it's cool. Very vintage looking. Isn't that fabulous? Okay, so there's that paper pad. And let me see if there's anything else. And the Trolls, once more. I have a couple of these. A Trolls pad with the matching notebook. Okay. I think that's enough stuff. Yeah. All right, let me read chat, and then I'll show you the printables too. Okay, burnt is one that, okay. Northern Snowboard says, burnt is a whole nother level of grunge. Thanks, Rhonda Lee. Okay, so, all right, so, oh, let me just show you the printables really quick. So if you want to choose, whoever wins, if you want printables, let me show you those. And you print them off yourself. I opened up a private Facebook group that you join for like 7 days, and then your name goes off. But for those 7 days, you can print off your printables. Okay, and it's just a Facebook group just for the printables. It's the only way I could do it so that you don't have to pay for the printables. I can't do it in my Etsy shop because you have to pay for them. So anyway, really quick, just to show you the main printables. I'll just go through them really quickly. And they're all jelly prints that I've done. Jelly prints and stencils. Okay. Some of them look similar, and they are similar, but they're not the same. Everything is different, one of each. I know I'm going fast, but I've shown this quite a few times, and I have a video of working with these jelly prints. And we use some of these jelly prints today in the collage in the background. Now, if you want to purchase these, you can purchase them off my Etsy shop. I have them listed. Every 5 pages is $2.50. I have to do 5 pages at a time. You can only list 5 printables at a time for some reason. So anyway, every 5 is $2.50. And it's in my Etsy shop, and there'll be a clickable link below this video if you want to purchase these, or you can go to any of my videos and click on the Etsy link and go right to my Etsy shop. But it's always in the description, a clickable link to the Etsy shop. And then this is Mucha's work, and because it's public domain, I can add this to the kit for printables. Cool, huh? So love this. These can be great focal points. in your collages or your mixed media. Or you can make a card out of it. You can do it for junk journaling, art journaling. These are great for anything. Okay, so the rules for the giveaway, I hate rules, but the rules are this. One number only. It'll be like 1 through 15, because that's how many people we have right now. One number only. After the whole thing ends, I'll give a few seconds because there is a lag. If you win the first time, you can't do it the second time, just to give more people a chance. There's a couple other rules, but we'll face them as we go along. Okay, guys? Okay. So, don't go until I say go. Let me write a number down. We're doing 1 through 15. Let me get to a page. We're doing 1 through 15 because that's how many people we have. I'm writing a number down right now. Okay. 1 through 15, go. Choose numbers 1 through 15, go. And only one number only from everybody. Oh, and that's what I want to say. Whoever reaches the number first, I call it right then. Because even if everyone hasn't given their number, because it's the easiest way for me to do it. Oh, Mari already got it. 15. Congratulations, Mari. So that's another main rule. I don't know why I couldn't think of that at the beginning. So the first person to get it, even though all the numbers haven't been given yet, I go ahead and call it, because it's just, there's so many numbers going across. It's the easiest way for me to be able to do it. Okay. Hey, Jeannie, how are you doing? So good to see you. Okay. So Mari, what did you want? The Prima paper pad? Okay. And Mari, I have your address, I believe. Mari, what is your, if you don't mind putting it on here, what is your name, like, for your address? So I can make sure I match up your name with, your YouTube name with your real name. Trying to put this somewhere. I don't want to get paint anywhere. Okay, let me write that down. Mary Lucero. Yeah, I know I have your address. I just want to make sure I get your YouTube name with your real name. Okay, so let's do it again. Do we have 15 people still? So it's still 1 through 15. Let me write a number down. Okay, 1 through 15, go. You're welcome, Mari. So the first person to get the number, I'll call it. Oh, this is also, if you get close to, whoever gets closest to the number, rounding up wins. Okay? Not rounding down, but rounding up, like in money. That's another one. I like how I'm telling you the rules as we're doing it. I hate rules. Going through the rules. Ugh. But you got to have some to keep order, I guess. Okay, I'm still waiting to see. Okay, I'm still waiting. I think, did everybody go already? Or I'm just waiting to see if everybody went. because I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I only have 8 people who've chosen numbers, and there's 15 people in the chat. Is anybody else gonna give a number? I'm just waiting to see. Okay, that's weird, you guys. Okay, am I frozen or something? No, I'm not frozen. Anybody else want to put a number in? Okay, there we go. Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we only have 8 numbers, and there's there was 15 people at the time. So it's numbers 1 through 15. Anybody else want to put a number in? Okay, I'm going to call it right now, but if a number comes in just a few seconds, we'll count it because there is a lag. I guess some people didn't want to play. Yeah, Native Educator, it's 1 through 15. So I just went ahead. I saw that you did 17, but so we just counted your other number. Yeah, Native Educator, we'll count your first number that was up at the top there. You had done 17, but we'll count number 6, okay? Because that's what you had chosen first, so. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and close it. And Carolyn, you won because my number was 10. But rounding up, remember I said rounding up like money, you're the closest one with 11. Okay? And if anyone doesn't, just make sure everyone agrees, but that's what I'm seeing. So Carolyn, you won. And Carolyn, what would you like? And Carolyn, I have your address. And Carolyn, Carolyn Cornelius, is that's your name, right? As far as like your YouTube name, but that's your real name, your name that I would send for your address, right? All right, so Carolyn, I'm just seeing what you want to get. Okay, Carolyn Cornelius, yes. Did you say that you want it yet, Carolyn? What prize you want? And next week I'll break out the Asian newspaper if people want those for their mixed media. It's just in a closet right now, and so I got to make sure I can find it. What was the flamingo thingy? What flamingo? Oh, the flamingo thingy was the printables. It's May printables. All the May printables. So just wait in a second. Dang, we went kind of late today. I knew I had a big project today, so. Carolyn, did you say what you wanted yet? Okay, I have that already, so can you pick? Oh, okay. You sure you don't want to pick? Because, oh, the coloring book is already done. Sorry. That's one thing. Or not coloring book, the paper pad. I don't know what you would want, or I would pick for you. Do you want this? This is a, you can make a texture play out of it. You can make a texture plate out of it. These coloring books are fabulous. These are like, this one's fabulous. This adult coloring book right here. I love it. I love this adult coloring book. This one's really, really cool. And so is this one. They're beautiful. The plate thingy. Okay. Cool, because this is really cool, because you just take this, you take like a book cover, like the size book that I was working in today for my art journal, and you take the cover of the book and you just put those right on top of there, and then you can use this on your jelly plate. So this is fabulous. In fact, I don't have any more of these. I need to pick up more of these from Dollar Tree when I see them, because those have been really cool. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put your name on this, okay? Okay, you guys, that is it for today. Thank you guys so much for everyone for showing up and participating. I had a great time. Great. Very good. And I will see all of you guys. Oh, you're so sweet, Classy Kim. Thank you. I will see you guys all next week, 2 o'clock Sunday, and we will finish up the art journal. Okay, we'll do the painting part. I'll have it already all with the black heavy gesso on it. All right, you guys. Talk to you guys next week. Stay safe. Bye.